Hey there, it's your girl, Dynamite, with this week's review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6. Joining me this week to review Episode 4, we have the lovely and the regal Miss Misty Lane.
Hello.
Subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you can follow along weekly. So Misty, what are your thoughts about this season and the cast so far?
Well, to be honest with you, the cast was a little bit surprising. I expected a few more season queens than what we got. Got a lot of season 11s, which I was surprised at. But they're doing well. I love Trinity. I just love the girl. And was very sad to see Silky go home. I love Silky. She didn't do very well, but I love her.
I didn't really like Silky a whole lot on season 11.
No.
But this season with All Stars, she grew on me a lot.
Well, and she grew up. She grew up since her first time on, and I think that showed.
Yeah, I agree with that. So now we're down to 10 queens, which is the regular amount of girls for a cast of All-Stars.
Exactly.
So sitting around the couch, everybody is giving Trinity credit for her lip sync, and she went up against one of the best, and she definitely acknowledges that as well.
Yeah.
They go through all of the votes for the week. It was really surprising, I found. How close it was,
yes. Yeah.
So 6 votes for Silky and 4 votes for Akira, and then Trinity also picked Silky.
Yeah.
Do you think that Silky deserved to go home?
I did. It seemed like she had given up a little bit. She really just wasn't, and also the fact that she knew she was going to have to do a design challenge, and she didn't work to get any kind of design experience.
That's fair.
And I thought that was a little on the wrong side, considering how poorly she did in the design challenge in her season.
Yeah. So Silky leaves a beautiful mirror message that said #all Black Lives Matter and #trans lives matter. Jan questions if her and Ginger were actually in the bottom for that week, and everybody kind of confirms that yes, Jan,
you were
in the bottom.
She doesn't think she should be in the bottom, but she was.
Yeah, 2 different things though.
Yes, exactly.
RuPaul arrives to tell the queens that they're headlining in the All-Stars 6 Halftime Hall of Fame show and performing as their favorite Hall of Fame halftime celebrities.
Yes.
So, is there a celebrity from either this lineup or from another halftime show that you would have picked to perform as?
Well, to be honest with you, there is a person that I would have picked that never did a halftime show. Okay. And that's Mae West. But if I had to do a person who did a halftime show, it would have been
Carol
Channing. Thank you. Yes, it would have been Carol Channing.
Okay.
Just because I'm an old bitch just like she is.
That's fair. Personally, I think I would have, out of the ones that they performed as, Lady Gaga would have been my pick. Of all the halftime show performers, which I did have to look up, I probably would have picked Michael Jackson. I think it would have been, again, fun to do a drag king performance, and there's a lot that you can do with Michael, with his movements.
Yes. The only thing is, an old queen like me wouldn't be able to do those movements. I'd break a hip.
I thought it was really funny that Trinity had no idea who Steven Tyler is.
Exactly. I'm like, how could you not know who Steven Tyler is? Like, really?
So I was very excited to see some drag king performances.
Yes.
I was also really excited for Katy Perry and Beyonce.
Yes.
So what were your initial thoughts about that lineup and of those celebrities?
I thought the celebrities were a good choice. And actually the people who decided to do them, I think they picked the right ones. If they didn't necessarily do as good of a job of them as they could have, but they picked the right people.
I knew that Trinity was going to do a really good job. I aware that she performs as Beyonce now, like 6 or 7 nights a
See,
week.
and I never knew that.
Yeah,
Never
so
knew that.
that was really exciting.
Mhm.
I was worried for Ginger because I feel like Fergie is probably the least iconic of all those celebrities.
An artist person to do, I think, because there isn't a lot there to work with.
Right.
So.
I really enjoyed Scarlett walking around in her shark costume and just talking to everybody in the workroom about how they were feeling, who they were performing as. Just like completely serious, straight face, but this cute little shark dome over her head.
And the thing is, I actually had to look that up because I had no idea that Katy Perry had done a shark costume. Shows you what I know.
The edit was making me and Parker feel kind of like they were setting Jan up for failure because she was so excited to perform as Lady Gaga. So it was like, are they going to build her up just for her to fall at the end? It was nice to see that we were wrong.
Yes.
The Beyonce curse.
It was broken.
It was broken.
It was broken. And she did such a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
I was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I was a little angry or upset about that she didn't win because I thought she did that little bit more.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
I think she really embodied Beyonce.
definitely.
My notes.
Yeah.
I wrote, I think, like 2 or 3 times, Trinity is Beyonce.
Yes.
So, Tyra, Kenya Michaels, and Asia O'Hara were the other queens who performed as Beyonce.
And bombed very badly.
So Jamal Sims is choreographing, and I thought it was really cool that he's actually worked with a lot of these celebrities.
Exactly.
You know that he's worked with Shakira and Beyonce. Were you worried for anybody during rehearsal?
Yes. Kennedy. It was awkward, actually. I think it's the best way to but I was
Kennedy.
Kennedy Davenport.
Akira?
Okay.
No, that's okay. That's
Curiosity.
really funny. That's so funny that you said that.
I'm sorry.
Parker has said that he feels like they're pretty much the same drag queen. Yeah, I was a little worried for Akira.
Yeah.
And I was worried for Yara.
Yeah.
Her talking back to Jamal about the moves and the choreography.
Exactly. Like you're kind of going like, shut up and listen. But that's kind of Yara. She doesn't listen. No. Even when he's having his moment talking to her, she's just sitting there like shaking her hips like, Not listening to a word you're saying.
So again, there in my notes, Trinity is Beyonce.
Yeah.
While she was rehearsing, I loved the line from Eureka, "You got us over here like buttholes clenching seats and shit."
Yeah.
Back in the workroom while they're getting ready, Scarlett says that Katy Perry doesn't do her own makeup, which prompts Yara to point out that Shakira does do her own makeup. And then she asks Pandora if Carol Channing does her own makeup, to which Pandora replies,
well, she's dead, so no.
RuPaul, for the runway, was wearing this beautiful, shiny little like bubblegum dress with a really nice long train.
Yes.
Did you live for this dress?
It was one of the nicer ones, but I wouldn't say it's the best.
I thought it was cute. I think it really made her look a little more youthful. And that is how you do a train.
Yes.
It went all the way to the opening of the stage.
Yeah.
Of all of the performances, I feel like Ginger's was safe for me. I didn't like how big the hair was, even though she was doing kind of a drag version of Fergie. Just because she's so small, she's very short, little body, and everything being oversized on her.
Well, also, I think she did the oversized hair also to give herself some more presence, because you have to admit, Fergie isn't a small person.
That's true.
Where she is. So I think she was trying to give herself more presence as well. So
that's a good point.
But I love the costume. I thought the costume was beautiful.
The costume was really well done. The hair was even really well done.
Yeah.
To me, a little too tall for her. It was almost like the size of her.
Yeah. Well, that was just it. She was giving herself more presents.
Yeah. Eureka's Madonna, I didn't think was that special.
No.
I got a lot more
either.
Eureka
Yeah.
from the performance than I got Madonna.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I was surprised that she was safe. I thought she would have been in the bottom, like possibly with the other two.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I didn't really think of that, but she kind of was the bottom this week.
Yeah.
Raja's Diana Ross was perfect in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like she is a front runner for the entire season. She's doing really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yara's Shakira.
The dancing was fabulous. Everything else kind of went.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with the judges. She wasn't serving face.
No.
Her makeup was just Yara's makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like if you're doing a person, you're supposed to try to make yourself look more like that person.
Yeah.
And that failed as well.
I agree. Scarlett's Katy Perry. I thought it was really, really good and cute.
Yes.
We are huge Katy Perry fans in this house, so
To be honest with you, I really don't know Katy
happy
Perry.
and impressed.
But you have to realize, excuse me, you have to realize too, I'm an old person. So someone like Katy Perry isn't really my cup of tea. So.
That's fair. That's fair. It was earlier you said your favorite diva is Bette Midler, right?
Yes, yes.
Kylie Steven Tyler
Oh,
was great.
it was fantastic.
I feel like she could have done a little more with her mouth, with the like expressions,
Yeah,
but
expressions, even the shaping of the mouth, overdrawn the bottom lip and not overdrawn the top lip enough. So.
right. Jan's Gaga, I thought was perfect. At times, she looked like Lady Gaga.
Exactly.
So I think she was deserving of this week's win. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Akira's Prince was alright for me. I think her face was still too beat and too feminine.
Yes.
She could have drawn on a little more facial hair.
To be honest, I think everything about that was too feminine.
Yeah.
Because Prince was a feminine man, but he wasn't effeminate.
Right.
Do you understand what
well,
the difference?
his body was very, again, like skinny, lanky.
Yeah. He had a very androgynous body.
Yeah.
And Akira didn't do anything to embody that aspect of Prince. And that's where I think she made her mistakes.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of Akira as Prince and not Prince.
Yeah, exactly.
Pandora as Carol Channing. It's hilarious.
Yes, yeah. Well, she's done it before, and you know she can do it. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Trinity is Beyonce.
Oh, God, yes. I was floored, literally floored by her performance. And she broke the curse, thank God.
Yeah.
But again, I thought for sure that she was going to be the winner, and I was really quite upset that she wasn't.
I think she also did a little bit better than Jan did.
Yeah.
She was a little more deserving. Not to say that Jan wasn't deserving.
Yeah. Well, actually, what I would have loved to have seen was Jan and Trinity lip sync against each other.
Right, yeah.
Because I thought that would have been
have them both lip sync for their legacy. And
yes.
that would have been really cool too. With then the other queens wouldn't have to vote. It would just be between who they want to go home.
Exactly.
Didn't even give that any thought.
Yeah.
So my favorite runway was Raja. I was floored by that kind of fairy tale queen, like fairy godmother look she had.
Yeah.
I thought it was really stunning. The frills for days.
My favorite actually was Trinity. I loved her outfit. She's just so elegant, so regal.
Yeah, very. Again, she said like pageant Trinity.
Yeah.
My least favorite runway was Yara.
Mine as well.
Yeah. She had fringe and not frills.
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, there was a big difference between a frill and a fringe.
Yeah.
So
the tops, the top for this week was Jan.
Yes.
And our bottom queens were Yara and Akira. The lip sync assassin for the week, Jessica Wilde from season 2.
Yes.
That was shocking.
Yes.
Haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Hasn't seemed to have changed that much either.
No, not at all.
No.
But an amazing dancer, amazing lip syncer.
Yeah.
And they lip sync to Womanizer by Britney Spears. very big fan of that song choice.
What did Jen do with that? Why? What was that decision? A malfunctioning robot. Why?
Yeah.
Like, that song doesn't really lend itself to a malfunctioning robot. At least I didn't think so.
Oh, I didn't think so either. I didn't understand the choice.
No.
I was expecting a lot more from her because we know that she can dance.
Exactly. And she didn't really move that much.
Oh, she did a death drop at one point.
Yeah, and that was it.
But that was it.
Yeah. Like, I can understand to a degree, though, because if you're corseted, it's kind of hard to do the kicks and the flips and then, all the rest of it. So I'll give her a little bit of leeway on that one.
That's fair. Jessica did it. She did it mostly with her hair, though.
Yeah, those hair flips. My God, I did that and I'd lose my head.
Jessica wins the lip sync, and the group's majority vote was for Yara to go home.
I was not done yet.
How do you feel about her getting the chop?
I think she should. I really do. She was a little bit too cocky for my taste, and I thought she didn't put really enough effort into it.
Yeah, definitely. I think she was a little too.
Yeah, and I think Kyria put a lot more effort into it. She may not have done as well, but she put a lot more effort into it. She really tried, and I think that was the difference.
Yara's not actually gone yet.
No.
RuPaul has mentioned that we are playing a game within a game.
Yes.
What do you think that the game could possibly be?
I really don't know. I've been racking my brain because he can't do the mirror reveal again because he's already done it once. So what is he going to do next?
I was thinking about it this morning, and I think it might be another lip sync competition. If we had 13 queens, then the winner, when we get to the halfway point, would be safe for the next week, and you would have 5 versus 5, or like one-on-one lip syncs.
Yeah. Actually, that sounds like a real possibility.
Finally, who do you think is in the lead so far, or has the best chance of becoming the 7th queen to enter the All Stars Hall of Fame?
I'm going to say Trinity, because I think her track record is just phenomenal. She hasn't won as much as some of the other queens, but I think she is very consistent and very hard worker.
I think especially since season 6, she's been willing to push herself and try things more. Again, my pick for the top is going to be Raja at this point. I think it could change though, because it is a very strong cast.
Yeah.
So, Misty Lane, thank you so much for being my first guest for my review videos.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was an honor to have you here. Do you have anything that you would like to plug, or any
vote for me
media?
for the competition?
Vote for me for the competition, and then get some of your friends to throw some votes her way. And what about your Instagram?
Yes, I do have an Instagram. It's Misty Lane Northern Drag, and like me if you want to, and hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you all for joining me this week, and I will see you all next time for the Queen's Talk Show performances. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.